A follow-up to The Divorce Express, 1982, It's an Aardvark-Eat-Turtle World, 1985, is a realistic young adult novel authored by Paula Danziger. The book centers around best friends Rosie and Phoebe, both growing up in separated families. Their lives take a turn when Rosie's mother, Mindy, falls in love with Phoebe's father, Jim, leading to a decision for them to blend their households. This arrangement seems like a dream for Rosie, who finally envisions a perfect family, but the challenges that emerge reveal that achieving happiness requires effort. Through this narrative, Danziger delves into the intricate dynamics of a blended family, the impact of divorce on teenagers, and themes of evolving friendships, biases, and first love. The bulletin of the Center for Children's Books lauds It's an Aardvark-Eat-Turtle World as a novel with an honest approach to problems with a lively and natural writing style and strong, consistent characterizations. The story unfolds through the first-person perspective of 14-year-old Rosie Wilson. She expresses her earnest desire to be a part of a unified family, living harmoniously under a single roof. Born to parents of different races, Rosie's parents separated shortly after her birth, and she resides with her mother, Mindy, in Woodstock, New York. Rosie's racial background is a mix of black and white heritage, with her dad being black and her mom white. With Mindy now in a relationship with a white man and Rosie's dad married to a black woman, Rosie grapples with feeling like she doesn't fully belong to either family. She questions her romantic prospects, pondering whether her racial identity or appearance is influencing her experiences. Most of Rosie's free time is devoted to babysitting, particularly for 3-year-old Donnie Donner, whom she affectionately dubs Little Nerdlet. Rosie is known for her fondness for orderliness, her preference for mornings, her love for folk music, and her avid reading habit. She treasures the literary works by Langston Hughes, Toni Morrison, and Countee Cullen gifted to her by her grandmother as a connection to her black heritage. Rosie's deep friendship with Phoebe began a year prior when they encountered each other while riding the bus they nicknamed the Divorce Express, commuting between their Woodstock and New York City residences. Phoebe, in contrast, embraces a more disorderly lifestyle, preferring nighttime hours and enjoying shopping. She's also romantically involved with her boyfriend, Dave. Rosie is thrilled about the prospect of having an instant family. She wishes the story could start with everyone living happily ever after, but acknowledges her concerns about its success. Despite her father's assertion that the world is competitive, Rosie's perspective changes when her turtle falls victim to Aardvark, the pet dog of the Little Nerdlet, leaving her feeling like she's in an Aardvark-Eat-Turtle world. Mindy juggles her role as a waitress while aspiring to get her children's book published, while Jim pursues his passion for art, hoping to generate income through his paintings. The combined household of Mindy, Jim, Rosie, and Phoebe experiences immediate challenges. Adjusting to the smaller house with a single bathroom proves difficult for Jim and Phoebe, who are accustomed to larger spaces. Rosie and Phoebe's differences become evident when they are required to share a bedroom. Tensions arise when Phoebe becomes upset with Mindy's request not to park in front of the house while being intimate with Dave. Phoebe asserts her independence, claiming that Mindy lacks the authority to tell her what to do. Consequently, Phoebe distances herself from both Mindy and Jim, leading to a period of icy silence. In this strained environment, Phoebe directs her anger towards Rosie, perceiving her as siding with her mother. The situation escalates into a full-blown conflict, marked by cold disregard from all sides. Rosie recognizes the need for compromise, but she's weary of being the one consistently adapting to the circumstances. The family holds a conference to address the issues, during which Phoebe asserts that she's always the one making adjustments. She also points out that she and Jim had a good rapport before Mindy's arrival. Jim accuses Phoebe of trying to dominate the family, and Phoebe promises to work on making things better. As part of their stepfather, Dwayne's family, Phoebe's mother invites Rosie and Phoebe to Canada to visit Dwayne's younger brother and his family. Rosie is excited, as it marks her first international trip. During the visit, Rosie gets to know Dwayne's brother, Michael, and his wife Bev, as well as their teenage children, Jason and Aviva. Jason is a talented guitarist and singer, while Aviva is skilled at playing the drums. Phoebe playfully flirts with Jason, but it's Rosie who captures Jason's heart. While observing a serious disagreement between Dwayne and Michael, Rosie recognizes that all families face their own challenges. The attention from Jason brings Rosie much joy, yet Phoebe is left feeling neglected as she desires more quality time with Rosie. Rosie finds herself both frustrated and concerned about Phoebe's behavior, perceiving it as a manipulation that forces her to choose between Phoebe and their mother, as well as between Jason and Phoebe. During a date with Jason, Rosie is confronted with a racial slur, marking her first direct experience with prejudice. Jason's support and encouragement help Rosie regain her self-confidence, and she starts to see him as her Prince Charming. Just before heading back to the US, Phoebe's mother delivers surprising news: Phoebe has decided to move to New York City to live with her. Rosie is deeply hurt and angered by what she perceives as Phoebe abandoning their newly formed family. In the following month, Jim struggles emotionally, and Mindy also feels the impact of Phoebe's absence. Phoebe hasn't reached out to Rosie through letters or calls. Meanwhile, Mindy accomplishes a significant milestone by selling her first book. During a celebratory lunch, she shares with Rosie that Jim believes their family is only kind of complete without Phoebe, as he misses her presence. Although Rosie is upset by this revelation, Mindy explains that no relationship is perfect and that both she and Jim are actively working to make things better. Drawing from her previous marriage, Mindy emphasizes the importance of realistic expectations. While visiting Woodstock to see Dave, Phoebe seeks out Rosie and expresses her desire to return to their family. She reveals that life in New York City isn't as fulfilling as she hoped, with Dwayne not being particularly fond of her, and her mom being preoccupied with work. Phoebe opens up about her long-standing feelings of being left out and assures Rosie that she intends to make positive changes. Mindy and Jim agree to let Phoebe come back, but under the condition that she's willing to make changes and seek counseling. Throughout these experiences, Rosie comes to realize that the world isn't as cutthroat as she initially believed. Rather, it's a world in which families and friendships evolve, change, and grow through hard work and commitment. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.